Welcome to Nathan's Mind Movies. Episode 1, V.I.P. Lover.
This is called V.I.P. Lover. For several weeks, a very confusing thing had been happening. My newsfeed was flooded with advertisements for a sex shop. To be clear, the hundreds of advertisements were all from the same shop, selling only one product, a large replica of an erect penis. The advertisement was written almost entirely in Vietnamese, except the name of the product, called V.I.P. Lover. I tried unsuccessfully to find answers from friends and colleagues, and recently failed at working it into a conversation in the office about the Facebook privacy scandal. Can you believe they've been selling our data like that without our knowledge? A coworker said. A total breach of consumer trust, said another. They really need to get their act together. Yeah, I chimed in. And what's with that dildo they keep on trying to sell us? What? I panicked and rambled. No, it's just, well, I keep seeing this advertisement for a dildo, and I don't know why they're trying to sell me a dildo, and is anybody else getting this ad for a dildo, or is it just me? I looked around at their shocked faces for support. Dildo? Anybody else? Henry? Stephen? Dildo? Just me? The silence in the room made it apparent that it was, in fact, just me. Well, I don't know about that, Nathan. Hasn't been happening to us. My coworkers walked past me, avoiding eye contact. It looked like I'd have to figure this out on my own. I decided to investigate the ad more carefully. So after work, I logged in and saw the familiar advertisement for V.I.P. Lover on my newsfeed. Next to the Vietnamese text, there was a translation option, and I clicked it, hoping for clues. While technology has mastered many fields, it is still greatly lacking when it comes to translation. The translated text was incomprehensible and made me even more confused. This started with the product description. Product, it said, the realistic pee animal of the man. Pee animal. I had never heard a man's penis referred to as a pee animal before. It continued. Available in 2 color, pink or the dark. For the lady who know discrimination. As someone with the dark pee animal of my own, I found it uplifting that the sex toy industry was doing their part for racial equality. But still, did they go far enough? I wondered if they would consider offering a beige, racially ambiguous dildo. Or maybe a clear, I don't see color dildo. It continued. Size. From bottom to top of pee-pee, 11.8 inches. In parentheses, it said, we think enough. Special feature. Put the battery or charging in the wall place. Hit button and pee animal will have seizure. Can have slow or fast seizure. Seizure for the many hour. So very pleasure. Your female organ will have the happiness. You will exclaim in the satisfaction voice, "Oh wow, VIP lover," you will shout, "you are so effective." The sentence was punctuated by a series of winking emojis above a video of the product, and I clicked it. It laid on a metal table. A man in a lab coat approached the piano cautiously. He pressed a button and slowly backed away. Hydraulics whizzed as it rose to a towering height. Pistons pumped the head at a rapid-fire speed, while the lower half vibrated wildly. Tiny speakers located at the base of the shaft began playing EDM music. Because there was nobody to hold it down, it began hopping all over the table, creating deep dents in the surface every time it landed. It was a terrible sight to behold. I quickly closed the page out of fear, and also at the request of other patrons in the coffee shop. The VIP lover was terrifying. What started as curiosity had now turned into a deep feeling of insecurity and intimidation. How could a flesh and blood man compete against a machine like that? A technological powerhouse that could seizure for hours on end. An 11.8-inch behemoth that doesn't look like it was designed for a woman's pleasure, but rather world domination. Can man compete against such technology? I thought, of course, of John Henry. John Henry is an American folk hero from the 19th century. According to legend, he was a railway worker who could hammer railroad spikes stronger and faster than any other man in his company. When a modern steam-powered machine showed up and threatened the jobs of the workers, Henry challenged it to a hammering race and won, proving that man would always triumph against technology. What would Henry think about the VIP lover? Yet another piece of modern technology he had to compete against. Would he challenge it to the same race? He might lose. I pictured the dildo hopping effortlessly from spike to spike as it blew past and outmatched Henry off into the horizon. The Luddites were a group of textile workers in 19th century England who destroyed machinery to protect their jobs. I wanted to go back in time and show them the VIP lover as a warning of what was in store. "Kind sir," they'd ask, "is this the future?" Granted, the people of 19th century England would probably ask a different question. Mainly, why is there a black man walking around the village holding a gigantic robotic penis? But me, Henry, and the Luddites would all understand the same feeling of inadequacy, that our limitations have made us obsolete, that in a world where everything can be customized and taken to the limit, there is no need for the imperfect. But maybe I was getting ahead of myself. I thought about the awkward words produced by the translator, the seizure, pianimal, the dark, and the clunky movement of the VIP lover as it bounced around aimlessly, and I felt a little better. While technology may be advanced, for now, it still fell short of humanity. The end.
Nathan's Mind movies are written and narrated by me, Nathan Adeshina. Thanks for joining me for the first episode, and I hope you enjoy the story. If you did, please subscribe or maybe tell a friend about the show. In the meantime, I'll go back into my head and meet you next time with a story to tell. Take care.